Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from SweetStamper.com, and I am so happy to be with you here tonight. I have another fun fold to share with you, and I think you're going to like it a lot. So let me make sure that everything is locked, loaded, ready to go for our little crafty time here. Let's see. Not seeing it on my computer just yet. I think I'm in the right place at the right time. Let's see. Oh yeah, there I am. Okay. And you can probably see I've actually zoomed in a little bit closer, and I think it might actually work better. So I was actually looking for a different fun fold I had done with you, I don't know, probably about 2 weeks ago. I was just going to reference it. So hopefully you're having a good day, a good week. Let's see if I can find that real quick while I'm chatting with you. We are gearing up here for fall. Well, I decorated my house for fall because we can't seem to get any fall weather just yet, but at least I put up some fall leaves and fall colors in my house. Some pumpkins are sitting out, and we got a little bit of fall vibe going. Hello, hello there, Susan. Welcome. It's great to see you here. Welcome, Kathy and Frankie, and thank you for sharing my video. Well, you know what? It's 3 past, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I'm actually going to share a fun fold. I'm going to demonstrate a fun fold with you tonight and share a little class that I have running. So, first of all, I'm going to show you the paper because that's typically where I start. Although I did start with a stamp set on this one. This is actually one of our annual catalog papers. I think it's called Wildly Flowering. And you have these big, bold kind of wallpaper prints. And then you see on the other side, well, this would be pretty busy for wallpaper. On the other side, you have these really calm background patterns. And on this one, it's kind of a canvas. Now, that would definitely be a wallpaper pattern. I was in high school in the 70s. I graduated in 76, and oh my goodness, we had some really wild wallpaper in those days. Very, very bold. Hey, Kelly, I'm glad you're here with me. Now, you can see that both of these are the same one. This one in Misty Moonlight, this one in Moody Mauve. And to me, this is an annual catalog paper, but I think it screams fall colors. I don't know about you, but I love these deep, rich colors. I think they're absolutely scrummy. Just love them. Now, there is a stamp set and a die set that coordinates with this. I think I might even have them, but I haven't tried them. I haven't used them yet. So oftentimes I like the paper with something else. So that's definitely a wallpaper pattern. And hey, Corinne, I'm glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. And then this very sweet, almost like a little bit larger, but almost like a calico pattern. So these are the papers, and with my little class by mail, you get a half a pack. So you get a 12 by 6 of all these papers. Now, this is one of those classes I've been running where you get the stamp set for free. Now, this is included. Hey, Dolores, I'm glad you're here. So Dolores has already purchased this class, and we've got packets that we've been prepping heading out the door. So I do have more of these, and that's why I kind of wanted to highlight it because all I'd given you was a little photo. This was actually a celebration stamp set that was free with a $100 order probably about 3 years ago is my guess. It does have 2 sleeves of stamps, and so they're definitely larger than what you see here. Oh yeah, so they're not to scale. And so what I've done is I've created a little class. This is my class info right here. So it's a $29.99 class, and there's my link. So with the class, you get the stamp set. You get the 12 by 6 pieces, 12 of these. And then you also get a package of these really sweet little dragonfly and bird. Let's see. Adhesive-Backed dragonflies and birds. So just something soft and sweet. And then you get 4 card kits, and they're all fun folds. So let me show you the fun folds, and then I'm going to demonstrate this one for you tonight. Let's get rid of that glare. Okay, so this one is called a diagonal joy fold. This is the one I'm going to demonstrate for you tonight. And I was originally going to show you the Joy Fold card I did a couple weeks ago, but I couldn't lay my hand to it. Didn't think about it until the last minute. So, yeah, Kelly, I think a lot of people missed this sign up. So all I had was like a little photo. So I just thought, well, I'd feature it tonight and also give you the demonstration of this diagonal fun fold. It's really kind of a really sweet fun fold. And again, I like how it really showcases the designer series paper. This one is a little bit simpler, but still snazzy. And all these die cuts are done for you. You get the stamps. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. This is a limited release because I collected a certain number of the stamp sets, and it does include the stamp set. So you can see this is called, I think, a standing gatefold. So this opens like this. But you see how when you open like this, it also, so I've got designer paper kind of in every nook and cranny, and then it stands very nicely on a desk or a fireplace or wherever. So that is a standing gatefold. And all the scoring and everything is done for you so that the first time you do it, it's all done. And then you have the instructions and you have the video to show you how to reproduce it. And then this is the other one, and this is really fun. So again, showing you all the ways you can really, really highlight your designer series paper. This one's just a sweet little card. So this one is very sweet and kind of simple. This one's a kind of elaborate stand-up card. This is another kind of sweet and simple, and then this one is a little bit more elaborate as well. So this is what I'm going to demonstrate for you tonight. Now let me just show you, because I give you a half a pack of paper in the class, and this is how you can do another one, and this is what I'm going to show you tonight. So just for kicks, you know me, I like to change things up. Just how you can just take the same stamp set, and I used slightly different colors and different patterns of paper. Now I will show you that for me, personally, I love these. These are the end colors that we have for about another 6 months, and I really love them. This is Moody Mauve, beautiful kind of what we would have called dusty rose back in the 70s. And this is Wild Wheat, and this is one of those colors people either really love or they don't. I love every shade of yellow, and this is a real kind of a gold. To me, this is like a cardstock version of metallic gold. But I feel like it's strong, and so for this one, I did Moody Mauve on all the layers, you know, all of the frames. And on this one, I kind of felt like we needed a little bit of relief from the Wild Wheat and brought in this frame, I guess. Hey, Jolene, I'm glad you're here from Minnesota. And welcome, Laura and Pam. Hello, hello. We've got a good group gathering tonight. So I feel like this little bit of the Moody Mauve frame just kind of helps bring a little bit of relief to everything. So let me show you how this works. I think you're going to like this. So like I said, this is a diagonal Joy Fold. You definitely need your trimmer. So this is my kit. Now when you get yours with the class, this diagonal is already done for you. Now you have to do it on your designer paper, but this is done for you. Now let me show you something here. So I'm going to cut from here. I want my card to open this way. So I'm going to slash this way, not this way, because I don't want this coming in on top. Okay, so you do have to kind of pay attention to your angles with this. So again, I'm going to cut right there, and all I'm going to do is feed this into my trimmer, and I'm putting the fold right there in the track, and I'm putting the corner in the other track. So you don't have to measure anything. When I'm doing angles, I don't want to have to measure or get the pencil out for my angles. I am at heart a lazy stamper, so I want it to be quick and simple for the most part. Okay, so that is going to cut that right there. Hey, Chrissy, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Kathy, I really love the Moody Mauve. It's such a pretty color. And I know some people here call it mauve. We lived in the UK for too long to call it mauve. Everybody there calls it mauve, and I still do. So now this is there's my card base right there. So you can see how this is coming along. Now, I need to have this piece of designer paper, and I want it slashed. So I have the bigger print here, and I want to slash it this way, not this way, because this is where you kind of have to pay attention to what you're doing, because I want this here, and I want the other half right here. And you could do it all with the same designer paper, but I kind of like having a little bit of variety. And this is a great showcase of designer series paper. And this is just corner to corner. That's it. So now this piece is ready to go. Now this is where I kind of like to change things up a little bit. So here and here. Now, for these pieces inside, I'm going to use one that's also from the stack, but it's slightly different. Now, I could just go rogue, maybe I will for this one, and go with the mauve and just kind of bring it in. So I think we'll just kind of do that. Now, notice when this one, the way I've angled it here and here, so that means this time I'm going to cut from the right corner to the left corner. And believe it or not, it makes a difference. Trust me. I've cut triangles and thought, how the heck am I going to put that in there? So all these triangles, you got to get them lined up with your paper to make this work. And you can do this where you don't have designer paper in all the crevices and all the triangles, but I really like it. Like I said, it's just a great showcase for the paper. Like, why would you not want to showcase how pretty all that paper is? Now, we're going to put this together, and then we're going to do our stamping. So let's start here. And you can see why, a lot of things I do don't need a video, but some really, really do. And I think for this, I'm not a fan of the green glue, but at times I have to put my big girl pants on and I have to use it and hope that it doesn't go everywhere. And this is one of those times. So the reason is, hey, Sharon from Pennsylvania, welcome, welcome. I like the designer paper to go all the way to the tip there. And sometimes with the seal, it's going to be a little bit challenging to get it to go all the way up in there and have the ends stuck down. So that is what I'm going to do here. Let's see if I can make it work for me. Oh yeah, look at there. And I just want to get it to the edge, but not too far. I know some of y'all are green glue fans, and some of you are like me, and you're definitely, we are definitely team seal. So let me know if you are team seal or team glue in the comments. I love to hear what people's favorite adhesives are. Now notice this is giving me just a little bit of a frame, and that's working out just perfectly for me. Now, this is just scrap. That was left over. I don't need that. But I can use it for a little label or something. I can punch a shape with it later. Now, here is my other piece. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love it. Love, love, love this paper. And like I said, this is annual catalog, and although it is colors that are largely, several of the in colors, I think it just really speaks of fall. And this little stamp set that comes with this, this class, I think you can make the colors in kind of any season that you want based on the colors that you use. And that's kind of fun too. Ah, I see some Team Seal. Woohoo for Seal. Nouveau glue with a glue gun. Okay, now when I was doing a lot more classes in my home, now when I do in-person classes, I do them at my church. I had several girls that really liked that glue gun. I have too much weakness in my hands. It's hard for me to hold. So now I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here. Oh, that's why I had that left over. This is the one where if you're going to do it, you're going to have, because I've got two different angles, you're going to have two different ones, and I think that's going to kind of be a good thing. So I think with this one, I must have done two separate pieces to get that. Because I had a little piece lying around. I couldn't figure out why I had it. But I think that must be it because, of course, this triangle would go over here, and that's not the way I'm going. So let's do it this way. Again, they all coordinate. You could use umpteen different papers with this. Okay, let's go for... Yeah, I'm going to put this contrasting one over here. Now, in my original, just for kind of kicks, you know, we haven't had any doilies in a while, but I used to kind of consider myself the doily queen. I adore doilies. I like every kind of doily. And I had several packages of those little doilies left over. And I thought, well, let me just add that to the inside. And so I gave everybody... In the class packet, I gave everybody one, and let me show you what I mean. I don't have any out right now, so that's what I did right there, just to give a little bit of interest. Oh yeah, I've seen the dispenser from My Sweet Petunia, so I know that a lot of people are enjoying that. But I am just going to use either the glue with a little, trying to use a light hand, or my preference is seal. The other time I use green glue is with a silicone craft mat. And that is when, you know, sometimes I need like just a little pool of it to dab something into, and I find the craft mat works perfect. Well, it's a good thing I'm doing this on camera because it showed where that particular piece has to be two different pieces. But I think it's pretty cool. So that's the way it folds up, and that's the way it folds out. Now, I have my little piece of Moody Mauve, and we are going to go ahead and put all of this together so that, oh yeah, look at that, with that little bit of mauve over here, I'm liking it. And a little bit of mauve in these flowers and a tiny bit over here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and stick this down just like this because I already have it out. And that is going to work. And then I'm going to put a little white panel on the inside. Yes, you are absolutely right. Somebody is talking about the craft mat for mirror. That's Janet. Yes, for doing mirror image stamping. Hey, Marlene, I'm so glad you joined us. There's a lot of cool things you can do with that craft mat. You know, it's funny. A couple of weeks ago, I guess it was homecoming for our, you know, my neighborhood high school. And across the street, we have a really sweet family we've known for many years, and their son is a freshman. And I got his mom came to my door, and she said, Candy, can you help me? I've got a whole bunch of high school boys over at my house, and they're trying to make mums for their girlfriends. And she said, I have no clue. And she said, I think we need some things. And my husband said, I'll bet you money Candy has some. So yeah, I fixed her up with a hot glue gun, and I'm telling you, the silicone mat is a must when you're using the hot glue gun. It is absolutely delightful. So there is the put together for your diagonal joyfold. It's a real showstopper, I think, that has a lot of wow factor. Now I am going to use my set, which is a little bit mucky, not too bad. But my stamps have definitely been used. And when you get your set with this class, and I'll just put this here again for your reference. If you're interested in the class, I will post the link on here. It does include this beautiful stamp set. And I think I gave you a pretty good price point. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. And I didn't mount. I don't think I mounted my greeting. Now I'm going to stamp. This is actually, it kind of looks like you've colored this with blends, but this is actually all done with stamps. So this is two-step stamping, and it's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Love, love, love this stamp set and the beautiful things that you can do with it. So there is that. You know, I want to stamp my greeting while I have this out. And I think, oh boy, it should be in here and it's not. I don't, oh yeah, it's right in front of my face. I've got a couple of little tags here. Now I think I'm going to experiment again, if I can find it. I had made an extra tag here thinking we might use a darker one, but let's just go with the original and see how, maybe I cut one of these in Moody Mauve. We'll see if it turns up. So there's a lot of greetings in this stamp set. Now let me just show you. So you have feeling, feeling for a better kind of day. So sending happy thoughts for a feeling better kind of day. So there's your front and inside, or you could put them both on the outside. Sending happy thoughts for a very happy birthday. You could just sending happy thoughts. Kindness matters, thank you, and you are easy to love. So really excellent kind of all occasion greetings. I tend to need thank you cards. So I thought this, and this is just that really small postage die stamp. And I used, postage die, postage stamp die, I'll get it right. I used that on several, or maybe on two of the, actually on three of the designs. So they seem to just kind of go with this stamp set. Okay, so that is done. I've already got ink on me here, so, well, you know. I'm still doing it like I did when I was 10 years old. I'm still wiping it on my trousers. I don't know about you, but I would fuss at my kids when that happened. Okay, let's just put these all right here so they are ready and not glaring too badly on me. Okay. Now, we are going to do, Moody Mauve. So we are going to make these flowers Moody Mauve, and I love that you can do this flower set, you could do in all kinds of colors. So you could do really pale for more of a springtime look. And that, you just kind of line it up right over it. I do recommend that you stand directly over your image and not just, you don't want to do this from a sitting position because you're at an angle when you're at a sitting position and you need to be directly overhead to really see it. So there we go with the Moody Mauve. And it's going to dry a little bit lighter, but it's pretty strong. And I think I probably, let me change this up a little bit. No, I think what I did before is I'm going to take this, which is the filler, grab a scrap, and I'm going to stamp it off because I want this to be lighter than this. So I'm going to stamp it off here. And these stamps, they have, you can see they have like a little, the look of, I don't know, to me it almost looks like it's fabric. Okay, so now this is going to go here and here. And you could, I think this would also look really good in a green or a crumb cake. I almost have it looking like it's dried flowers. So that came out super pale. I think I'm going to do it one more time. Y'all ever do this? Do it twice and you get a deeper look. And that's true whether you're stamping off or not. Yeah, I need it to have a little bit more color. You could hardly see it before. And then, last but not least, we are going to bring in some wild wheat. And there's my little tag that I'm going to need to come back to. And let's see. This is going to go here. Now these leaves are really cool looking. They really have that watercolor effect. I said it looked like canvas. To me, it has a watercolor and a canvas look to it. You know what I'm going to do? I did them pretty dark the first time. I think I'm going to just stamp it off and see what happens. I can always stamp it again. I like to experiment when I'm with you guys because it's a really, really strong color. Let's just see how we do. Do we like this, or do we need to add a second layer? Oh, I'm kind of liking that. It's much, much softer than my original. Let's just see what we think. I kind of like it. But I think I'm going to do it one more time. Again, when you do it, when you stamp it off, but you do it twice, it's still much paler. I mean, look at how strong that is. It's still much paler than when you do it full strength. And for some reason, I'm getting a little bit of speckles in my ink. I probably have too much ink on my pad. Oh yeah, I really, really like that. See, one of the things I like about Wild Wheat is it has a little bit of a green tinge to it. And to me, that really works. Now I'm going to do one more thing. Believe it or not, there is a tiny little stamp here that's going to go in the center, and I'm going to use full strength Wild Wheat, and I'm actually going to do it twice. Again, just layering up that ink. See how nice that looks? Of course, I might end up covering it with a dot anyway, but it kind of shows anyway. Now, something you can add onto your class if you wish. Many of you already have this. Initially, I was going to include this in the kit, and I thought, well, that's going to kind of drive the cost up. But I do think that these flowers look really, really nice with a little bit of Wink of Stella, which always darkens them a little bit, while it's also delivering just a subtle bit of shine. So there. Oh, Chrissy, you're losing the internet. Okay. You won't be in the country next week. Well, good for you. Tell us where you're going. We are leaving in less than a month now. We were on, we were doing FaceTime to catch up with our son. And let's see, this is what I'm looking for. He's the one in Hong Kong that we're going to visit. And it was when we were talking to him, which I think was our Sunday, his Monday. I said, well, it was going to be exactly a month before we get there, or before we leave. It takes us a while to get there. He's got a lot of stuff he wants us to bring, so I think I'm bringing a whole suitcase of stuff that he wants from home. And it's like, you know, spices. He's a chef. Spices that he's having trouble getting a hold of there, and yeah, some other like skincare products, hair care products, you know, all the things that you're used to, and then you get to a foreign country and you're like, heck, I can't find anything that even closely resembles this. Now, I had some of those little guys, but I think I might just bring some of these in just for a change because I can't find my little birds. And so this is my original. I have the little brass guys, and they're super cute, but then I added that. So these are sitting out, and I think I'm just going to use them because it might take me a while to find them. Let's see. I need mini dimensionals. I'm probably world's worst about, there's like however many unopened packages of dimensionals because I can't find a package, so I end up opening more. Anybody else here do that? And I do the same thing with embellishments sometimes, but I didn't want to open up another pack of those, so I'm like, okay, let's just change it up a little bit. I do like, these are the gold textured adhesive-backed dots. I think this is an online exclusive that was released earlier in the summer, and I like them a lot. Now, be mindful that you don't do what I did, and that is get your dimensional too close to the edge where it hangs off. You don't want it hanging off. So there. Oh, Marlene, I'm glad you liked my card. Now, what I'm going to do, just because I have these out, is we're going to do one there. And like I said, this is not what I did on my original, but I think it's going to work, and I think it's going to be good. That's a little bit big. Let's not do that. I do not like that. That's too big. I think I could do that here. And let's do a medium one in the center of the flower. It was kind of dominating the flower, but I think the small one would be too small. And then let's put another one right up here. I do like it when it's raining down the little dots. Okay. I think that's a wrap. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a demonstration of the really lovely fun fold. It does take, this is a half sheet of cardstock, and then you're going to need, you know, almost another half of another piece. So it pretty much takes a full sheet of cardstock, all things, you know, equal. And but it's a great way to showcase your pretty papers. So let me just kind of go back and show you my original. Oh, there's the other one I was looking for. So I had thought about doing that, but I think it might, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I might go back and amend that. So let me show you my original. Here's my original, and this is the one that comes with the class. I give you all the prepped pieces for this one. This was my card number 2 using different papers. And this is card number 3 using the same papers, but I changed up the embellishments, and I changed up the way I stamped the leaves to make them a little bit softer, which I think makes the flowers actually stand out more, where this has very even tones, and this has very deep on the flowers and lighter on the leaves, so I think it actually makes the flowers pop a little bit more. And just a reminder that this class is available. This is a class by mail, and it's 4 fun folds. And it does include, these are the 4 folds here, 1, 2. This is the standing gate fold, 3, and 4. I don't even know what this is called. It's like a altered Z fold. Some of these, I don't know what the names of them are. And you do get the beautiful, beautifully happy stamp set. You get the embellishments, and you get a half pack of the cardstock, and that is available for purchase through the end of this month, which is actually coming up very, very quickly. It's $29.99, and that includes your shipping. So, okay, Jolene, you liked card number 3, the one we did last. Yeah, you know, sometimes if you just continue to work with something, you find your happiest place of all. So that is a wrap for tonight. Now, next Thursday is normally, I am Thursday night stamping. Next Thursday is Halloween, and my grandchildren, my 3 youngest are going to be here. I'm feeding them dinner, and then they're going to do their very first Halloween trick-or-treating, and so I am going to be here at noon. Next Thursday, I will do a couple of reminders, but I will be here early next Thursday. You may have trick-or-treaters coming to your door as well, or you may be hosting or attending a Halloween bash somewhere. So I will be here at noon on Thursday. Oftentimes on Thursday, I just bump it up to 8 o'clock. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work on Halloween. So I'm going to be here at lunchtime, and I hope you can join me. If not, I record everything, and I also download this to YouTube. If you are watching me on YouTube, I would love a thumbs up and a follow. I would appreciate that ever so much. So that is it for tonight. Fall Fun Folds Class by Mail available for purchase. And so that's the name of it, Marlene, and I will have the link up above. It's Reformation Day. I didn't realize that, Susan. Thank you for sharing that. Reformation Day celebrations back to you. So yes, this is available as a class by mail. Link will be posted on the replay. Thanks again for tuning in. Take care, and God bless.